everybody, and welcome back to another video. Now today we are looking at test number 1 of a new ghost hunting app. Today we are looking at Vbe Ghost Box by Ricky Vanbrakle of Vanbrakle Entertainment, and this particular app was in association with Wes King of Ghosts Inc. Now these guys collaborated on this app and I think they've done a fantastic job. Now, like all the tests I do, the initial first test I just run the software for about 10 minutes. I ask very basic questions. Does anybody wants to communicate? I'm not holding objects up, telling them to identify, nothing like that. I just keep it, the first test, very basic, like I do with all of them. I asked a couple of questions that I've getting information from other apps to see if I get the same information from these new apps, which helps collaborate that it's not just random from each one. And I did get some interesting results, which we'll get into in a minute, guys. But I just want to explain a little bit of how this works and why I kind of like this app. Number one is the guys kept it very simple, and that's what I like. Obviously sometimes on an investigation you've got plenty of time to set your equipment up, and some of your more complicated apps with all the bells and whistles on, and you've got time to set it up and set an experiment up. But sometimes something will happen and you just need to move, and you need to move fast. And this is what I like about this app. You can just put it on and within a couple of clicks you're off and you're communicating. Now the way it works is kind of like a ghost box. It uses the ghost box kind of technique, but it's not scanning live internet radio or nothing like that. It's inbuilt audio banks, and these were supplied by Wes King. And what he did was, instead of just using sort of random stuff, he used real ghost box recordings and used those as the sound banks, which obviously gives it an authentic sound. It does sound like a real ghost box, which obviously it would, because it's real recordings of a real ghost box. Now the way it works is quite simple. You've got a plus and minus key, and that basically is the sweep rate, how fast it sweeps through these audio files. Now I set it on the initial test at basically 100, so it is rattling through so fast that the chances of it landing on a word that's even in there are pretty remote, because it's just rattling through the audio. And you basically then press play and away it goes, which you'll hear in the test. Now what I like, another thing I like, is you press it and it will start running through the banks of audio, running through quick, you get your classic ghost box sound. But then if you click the play button again, it adds a new layer. So then it's playing 2 layers at the same time, which gives you a hell of a lot more sound and random noise for the spirit to be able to use to communicate. And that way, when a voice comes out and it comes out clearly, you can't mistake it. And again, you can just keep clicking that and just keep adding layers. Now for the initial test, I just did the 1 layer to start with, and then I tried a second layer just to let you guys know what it sounded like. But obviously you can add as many or as little as you want. And you've got a reset button. That's it. It's not complicated. It just works. And like I say, you can get this out of your pocket, you can up and run, and you're off straight away. The other thing I like about it is it's free. You can nip over to the Play Store right now and download this for free, so you've got no excuse, guys, not to give this a go. You're not losing anything. Give it a go, take it into the field, test it out like what I'm doing. Give it a try. If it doesn't work for you, I mean, obviously mileage may vary. It's like what I say in all my videos. Just because you're running something like this doesn't mean you're going to get communication. There has to be something here or wherever you are, and there has to be something that wants to communicate. Now so far I've been very lucky, like I've said before. I seem to be like a friggin' lightning rod. I turn these things on and I'm getting constant communication, and it's communication that's carrying on over different apps. I can turn any one of many apps that I've got on and I'm talking to the same, or seemingly the same spirit, who's, you know, they try to give us the same information, which is what I like. Now, like I said, I did get some interesting results out of this. One of them was definitely an interesting response that I got, which you'll hear shortly. But go and give it a go, guys. You will not regret it. You can also, while you're there on the Play Store, Ricky has put other apps that he's done. Some are free, like this. Some are paid for. And again, but the paid for apps, he's not asking silly amounts. You're talking £5 and £10. He's working on a brand new app at the minute for Windows that looks absolutely freaking awesome, to be honest. And he's going to be charging £5 for that. And again, some of the paid apps on the Android, he's not asking silly money. And when you can go and test some of them out for free, this one's completely free. He's got some others on there that you can run it for 10 minutes to try it out. And again, just get it, try it out. If it works and you like it, buy it. It's not silly money, and they do work. So rather than rattle on anymore, guys, I'm going to run the video, let you see the responses I got. I will be doing a few more tests on it. I'll give each one at least 2 or 3 test runs, especially if I start getting results like I have here. And hopefully the responses we get are just going to get better and better, guys. So take a listen, see what you think. Go and try it out for yourself, guys. I highly recommend it. So we're just going to set it going, guys, and we're going to go for it, and we're going to see what results we get. So here we go. Hello. If there's anybody that I was communicating with over the last couple of days would like to use this device, talk to me again, that would be awesome. Can anyone hear me? Hello? Anyone that would like to come forward and talk to me today? And again, use my energy, use the energy of this device itself. Just try your hardest. I was speaking to quite a few people yesterday. Is your dad here? Would he like to speak again? Are you here, Dad? Anybody's more than welcome to come forward and talk. Can you tell me your name? Come on, I can feel there's someone close. I know when there's someone near. When you use these noises, use these sounds. Is there anything you'd like to say? Someone asked yesterday on another app, who's Sophie? Who was that? Who asked that question?
Who was asking that question? Who was curious of who Sophie was? Come on, who was curious? What I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to add another bank of sound. I'm going to show you how pressing that start button introduces another layer of sound, and see if we can pull any more communication out by giving them extra sound to play with. You can hear that got a hell of a lot busier. Does this make it easier for you? Come on, try and use my energy. Try and use whatever energy you can drain out of any batteries of any of the devices I've got on. You're more than welcome. I'm going to end this session soon. This is just a quick initial test, so now is your chance. I think I can hear something in there. But obviously I'm going to have to go through the audio very carefully. I'm going to thank anyone who did manage to get a message through. I'm going to end this first session here. Sorry, I've tried to keep it quick and basic, but that's how I like to do the first tests. Right guys, I've stopped it there. Just wanted, like I said, that was the quick and dirty first test. I'm going to go through the audio and see what I sort of pick out. I did hear responses. I kind of was picking it up. It's a little bit harder to pick up because of the constant chatter, but obviously when you get the earphones on, you get slightly better quality audio. It's going to be easy to pick those sounds out. So I did hear something, so I'm going to go through the audio, guys, and see what I can find, and hopefully we did pick something up.